Hello and welcome. We're bringing you action from the Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. I'm Raman Banot and with me is Sananda Wong.
And the Hyderabadi boy Anandit Reddy seems to be emerging as Mr. Consistent. 2 podium finishes in 2 races.
Oh yes, definitely. But then there are others like Krishnaraj Mahadik, Nayan Chatterjee and of course the national karting champion Ricky Donnison who'd love to leave a mark. So let's see how the action unfolded in this one.
So the stage is set for the third race of the JK Euro 16, a 15-lap race is what it will be at the Curry Motor Speedway as the cars go off. Remember, it's going to be an interesting race. Ricky Donnison's the man who started off on pole position. There's Krishnaraj Mahadik in the fray. But remember, as far as the grid is concerned, we'll quickly run you through that. It's Ricky Donnison, Kush Maini, Nayan Chatterjee, Akash Gaura, Anandit Reddy, Krishnaraj Mahadik, Dhruv Mohite, Ajay Kini, Mohammad Nalwala, Manav Sharma, Akhil Rabindra and Anand Shanmugam. So all in all, there are 12 drivers in these Euro JK16 cars who will be doing 15 laps of the Curry Motor Speedway. It's race 3, remember, of round 1 of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. A strong start by Ricky Donnison. Nayan Chatterjee was always close on his heels and these two have been trading places, but you cannot count Kush Maini out of the fray as we speak. It's Kush Maini who's in fact screamed into the lead in car number 1. You can see him leading the rest of the pack. Ricky Donnison, Nayan Chatterjee have been left behind in the sheer pace that Kush Maini has shown in the initial laps in car number 1. He's the race leader at the moment, followed very, very closely by the likes of Nayan Chatterjee, Ricky Donnison. They're really trying to make their mark. Each lap at the Curry Motor Speedway is 2.1 kilometers and these young drivers are doing 15 laps across this Curry Motor Speedway. Straight away, a jumble up it is at the chicane. Is that going to see a change in the race leader? I think it will, because there was a bunch up there, 4 cars going into a tight chicane, and the man who's pulled away with the race lead now is Ricky Donnison. Nayan Chatterjee is still in the fray, but due to that pile up at the corner, Kush Maini, who is in fact the race leader, losing out positions. So at the moment though, it's Ricky Donnison and Nayan Chatterjee in 1 and 2. And there is a shouting chance for Krishnaraj Mahadik in car number 2 behind them as well. But this is really a close race. Would you believe it? Nayan Chatterjee has managed to get past Ricky Donnison and Krishnaraj Mahadik has also slipped past. So what a fantastic finish to the race. Nayan Chatterjee wins it. Krishnaraj Mahadik comes in second and Ricky Donnison has finished third.
Ricky set the fastest lap time by a 10, so I was just following him all throughout. I didn't have the pace in the previous race, but Ricky got penalized for his jump start, so
I definitely learned a lot for this weekend, and it was really good driving with these drivers, such good drivers as Nayan, Ricky and Kush. They had really good pace and it was really competitive driving with them.
Well, technically I won 2 races on track, but it doesn't really matter. When you come back, it could be come back into the pits, it's a completely different result. But yeah, I need to work on my starts big time.
So the podium finishers receiving their trophies from Mr. Sanjay Sharma, head of motorsport, JK Tyre. Third place finish for the karting champion Ricky Donnison. Second place finish for Krishnaraj Mahadik, and the winner of the Euro JK16 Mumbai's Nayan Chatterjee.
Nayan Chatterjee notching up his first race win of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time for the young lad. Krishnaraj Mahadik and Ricky Donnison, the other podium finishers, and the race was very interesting.
And now moving on to the LGB category, there seems to be a tussle which is emerging between Vishnu and Ashwin. Let's take a look at the action.
So we're set now for the third race of round 1 of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship at Coimbatore. It's the reverse grid, remember, as the cars get the race underway. The reverse grid for the top 8 drivers. The way they finished in race 2, the first 8 have been reversed. So on pole was Diljit TS, Ashwin Datta, Raghu Rangasamy, Brian Pereira, Rohit Khanna, Sudarshan Rao, Vishnu Prasad, Ashwin Sundar. And problems there early on in the race. I get a feeling the car of Sneha Sharma in car number 52 losing her nose, and the problems compounded for Anupam Singh and another car that was car number 32 belonging to Anjan Patodia, but both managing to get past that initial hiccup as there is race action underway in earnest. You'll have to give it to Rohit Khanna in car number 10. Good start from him, but Raghu Rangasamy has gone past him in car number 99. He's moved into the lead, and there's a pile up there as you see the cars coming out of the chicane. 2 or 3 cars involved in the pile up, one of them being able to restart the race, but I still get a feeling there are 2 cars stranded on the track. There's a yellow flag that's being waved. Yes, the safety car will come out on the track to slow the other cars down. You can see that, and that is going to give time to the recovery crew, to the marshals, to get the cars off. And racing actions begun in earnest again as the safety car has gone off the track into the pit lane, and straight away strong start by Rohit Khanna in car number 10. The Delhi lad is in the lead, but just behind him is Ashwin Sundar, not giving an inch. He is in second spot at the moment. There's Raghu Rangasamy looking to challenge the top 2. He's in third. And then Saran Vikram in car number 33 as well is looking to come and challenge these 2. But Ashwin's moved into the lead here. Rohit Khanna has dropped down to second, and it'll be interesting to see how this pans out here. It's still Ashwin in the lead, Rohit in second spot. But will this be the order of finish? There's Raghu Rangasamy running in third, Saran Vikram's in fourth. Don't forget the likes of Ashwin Datta, Diljit TS, Meera Erda, who all trying to stay in the hunt in the top 6 or 7. But Rohit Khanna, it'll be interesting to see what he can do. Can he challenge? He's moved in ahead of Ashwin Sundar. And as you can see, the yellow flag came out, so Ashwin doing the right thing, allowing Rohit Khanna to reclaim the lead. So it is still Rohit in the lead. Ashwin Sundar is in second spot as we head into the final lap. The safety car's gone off the track, and this is the one lap that's going to decide the outcome of this 15-lap race that's been marred with a lot of incidents. But here goes Ashwin Sundar on the straight looking to challenge. Oh, he's made contact with Rohit Khanna's car, but look at the catapult that the car of Sudarshan Rao has done. It's been decimated. Oh, this is horrific. Do hope that Sudarshan Rao is okay as Ashwin Sundar gets out of his car to check. That was a horrific incident. But these cars are equipped with the safety bar roll, the hands neck feature, I'm sure would have held Sudarshan Rao in place, and the bar cage, the rollover cage protecting his head. The medical services available. What a catastrophic end to an eventful race.
Race 3 on the reverse grade, starting 5th. I think I got to a beautiful start, got a good toe on Ragul on the first lap itself. Lost a little bit of advantage with the safety car coming in a few times, but ultimately worked out well. Didn't want to win it this way with all these incidents happening, specifically Sudarshan. I just hope he's doing okay. But yeah, I mean, a win is a win at the end of the day, so quite happy to be here.
Yeah, it was a good race altogether. We had some, I mean, I did not take any risks because my car was slower on the straights. So I knew these guys are faster, so this round is full of sacrifice for me. We have been setting the car for each race. I mean, we have been changing the setup for each race. We were using this race as a practice session.
I'm not able to, match up with these guys like obviously Ashwin, Saran and Rohit because I know myself because my car is not in the proper pace. But then we are still working on it. But then we tried to make it happen, but then no time to, work on the engine. But then we hope we'll do it on the next round probably.
Time for the winners to collect their silverware from Arban Ibrahim. A third place finish for Diljit TS. Second place for Saran Vikram. Rohit Khanna is the winner, while Raghu Rangasamy has been disqualified for the incident involving Sudarshan Rao's accident.
Now time for a crisp break, but on the other side, we have a chat with Hari Singh, who of course is a multiple-time National Rally Champion winner and also Asia Zone 2000 champion on the other side of the break.
Absolutely, and more racing action still to come from the Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. Stay tuned.
कुछ भी लगा दो, इट्स ओके यार. क्या फर्क पड़ता है, इट्स ओके यार. इससे ज़्यादा दिमाग तो तुम लोग बाल कटवाने में लगा देते हो और टायर्स में कुछ भी. सैकड़ों गाड़ियाँ दौड़ रही हैं, माँ पीछे बैठी है, पर इट्स ओके यार. बीवी बच्चे को बिठा के चलाते हो, गड्ढे हैं, रिस्क है, इट्स ओके यार. हाँ ठीक है, एक्सीडेंट ही तो होगा, मर ही तो जाओगे, बट इट्स ओके यार. क्योंकि सब कुछ टायर्स पे ही डिपेंड करता है. इसलिए जेके टायर्स लाए हैं 2 व्हीलर टायर्स ब्लेज. हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलॉजी वाले रेस ट्रैक टेस्टेड टायर्स जो दें आपको टोटल कंट्रोल. तो अब से टायर्स में सिर्फ जेके इज ओके. जेके टायर, total control.
फिर से लेट.
Chill, guys.
Chill? Sam, वो गाना याद है?
Congratulations, we have lost our way. रास्ता पूछने में तेरा क्या जाता था बे?
Guys, chill. I'm in control.
Yeah, right.
बिना परमिशन के तेरे पापा की गाड़ी वो फंस गया ना तो जाएगी दाढ़ी. Break मार, turn around, yeah. Break मार, turn around, yeah. Break मार, turn around, yeah. Break मार, turn around.
ट्रिप्स वही याद रहती हैं जो एज पर प्लान ना जाए. ऐसी ही ट्रिप्स के लिए JK Tyre Ranger Series with superior braking. Stop from 100 to 0 in 4 seconds. JK Tyre, total control.
Welcome back. You're watching action from the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. I'm Raman Bhanot, with me is Sunanda Wong, and we've got a special guest here.
Yes, and we have, of course, the multiple-time national rally champion and 2000 Asia Zones champion, Mr. Hari Singh. Hello, sir.
Hi,
welcome
Sunanda.
to the studio.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you, first up, you have perhaps one of the most fun jobs and also one of those jobs which has so much responsibility. You have to make sure that everything is safe. Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, having been in the sport for a decade myself on active rallying and racing, one knows what goes into it to make sure that the others, now the youngsters, are safe. So there's a lot of planning that we plan to do before the event, make sure everything is safe, like have the doctors on call, ambulances. And before that, the cars that they're sitting in actually have to be checked if they're safe, seat belts, proper helmets. The car itself, the tub of the car, the frame of the car, so all those things. And then the other element is the track. You got to check out if the track is safe. It's got the right safety barriers. It's got the right stop zones where even if you go off the actual track, you go hit a tire wall. So that the number of tires that need to be put there. So all these things go into making sure that these kids, all the racers, are actually having in case something goes wrong. They don't get into a very serious situation.
And it's all preempted, Hari, from what we understand, because your role as head of operations for JK Motorsport is to preempt the worst that can happen and ensure that it doesn't happen.
Absolutely right, Raman. Motorsport is a dangerous sport, but yes, I would say it's probably safer to be racing than driving from here to Karol Bagh.
Fair enough, point well taken. And it's people like you who make it safe on the racetrack.
Yeah, because all the precautions are taken. You know, the drivers the racers are wearing their seat belts, they're wearing proper helmets. The gear is fantastic, fireproof overalls in case the car turns over or catches on fire. All these things make it a lot safer.
Let's just talk about one more aspect. The safety response mechanism in case an incident does happen is also terrific. And we've seen that on the racetrack when a car flipped, and the response to that emergency was fantastic.
Well, we have certain guidelines from the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of India as well that we go by. But as JK, we probably take it a level higher than that. We don't take any chances because resources on safety are never compromised on our behalf. So we make sure that there's a couple of trauma ambulances with proper paramedics in there. The hospital that we are liaisoning with is already on standby, so that in case there's an incident, there'll be doctors on standby throughout the time that the races are on. And generally the quality of marshals, the medical marshals, the medical team is absolutely on, tenterhooks during the races and on full alert.
Well, it's an interesting observation, Hari, and thank you so much for sharing your insights with us and joining us for this little chit-chat. What we'll do now very quickly is see the action that unfolded in the JK Touring cars. This is the second race of the first round. Let's take a look.
So we're all set for the second JK Tyre ITC race, and that featured 7 drivers on the grid. They'll have to do 10 laps. Ashish Ramasamy on pole, C. Rajaram was on P2, Damodran Vidya Prakash on P3, Radha Selvaraj on P4, Raj Kumar on P5, K. Kumar on P6 and D. Vijay Kumar on P7. As the race got underway in earnest, There was no catching Ashish Ramasamy in car number 59. He was much quicker than the rest of the pack, clearly pulling away from Damodaran Vidya Prakash early on in the race itself at Coimbatore, not giving any chance to his competitors. And it was really no problems whatsoever for this young lad. In a seasoned field, heading into the final lap over the 2.1 kilometer long track at the Karimoto Speedway, Ashish Ramaswamy was in no trouble, taking the checkered flag with consummate ease.
We did get a good start and we opened up a gap in the beginning which helped us out throughout the race. And I think once we got into our rhythm, we got quick times and we finished the race in first place.
So it's time for the winners to collect their silverware at the podium. Third place finish for GD Rajkumar. Second place finish for Damodaran Vidya Prakash, but he was way off the pace, at least over 18 seconds behind Ashish Ramaswamy, who had his teammate collect the silverware for him.
Ashish Ramaswamy of Red Rooster Racing, 2 wins out of 2 races.
Great start for him. Perfect race weekend. We'll slip into a short break. When we come back, there's lots more racing action on the other side.
कुछ भी लगा दो, इट्स ओके यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, इट्स ओके यार। इससे ज्यादा दिमाग तो तुम लोग बाल कटवाने में लगा देते हो, और टायर्स में कुछ भी, सैकड़ों गाड़ियां दौड़ रही हैं, माँ पीछे बैठी है, पर इट्स ओके यार। बीवी बच्चे को बिठा के चलाते हो, गड्ढे हैं, रिस्क है, इट्स ओके यार। हाँ ठीक है, एक्सीडेंट ही तो होगा, मर ही तो जाओगे, बट इट्स ओके यार, क्योंकि सब कुछ टायर्स पे ही डिपेंड करता है। इसलिए जेके टायर्स लाए हैं 2 व्हीलर टायर्स ब्लेज, हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलॉजी वाले रेस ट्रैक टेस्टेड टायर जो दें आपको टोटल कंट्रोल। तो अब से टायर्स में सिर्फ जेके इज ओके, जेके टायर, टोटल कंट्रोल।
फिर से लेट। चिल गाइस।
चिल? सैम वो गाना याद है?
Congratulations, we have lost our way. रास्ता पूछने में तेरा क्या जाता था बे?
Guys, chill. I'm in control.
Yeah, right.
बिना परमिशन के तेरे पापा की गाड़ी, वो फंस गया ना तो जाएगी दाढ़ी। Break मार, turn around यार, break मार, turn around यार, break मार, turn around यार, break मार, turn around।
ट्रिप्स वही याद रहती हैं जो एज पर प्लान ना जाए। ऐसी ही ट्रिप्स के लिए JK Tyre Ranger series with superior braking. Stop from 100 to 0 in 4 seconds. JK Tyre, total control.
Welcome back. You're watching the coverage of JK Tyre's National Racing Championship. Well, of course, there's a lot which goes on behind conducting a race. It's very, very serious business. And Raman was up to no good trying to figure all of this drama out. Take a look.
Well, the race drivers race on the racetrack, but who are the men who actually run the race to make sure everything goes smoothly? Let's find out and go behind the scenes. These are the men who make it happen. The COC, Sunny is right here with me. We've got Amit, who's the secretary for the meet. Sunny, great to have you here. And the fact that you're in the room makes sure that the race runs very smoothly. Talk us through that process.
See, it's to look at it looks like a very easy process, but there are lots of things that need to be organized, especially when the cars that are speeding above 150 kilometers. So we have to make sure that everything is in a perfect way. It's all saying safety is all there. We need to even scrutinize even small issues, even like the entry forms. Anything wrong with the entry form also, the racer can get disqualified even if he comes first on the podium.
Paperwork includes indemnity, the emergency contact details, all these required by the competitors, because in case of any emergency I require those details.
So that's paperwork. But when you get to the race, Sunny, there's a whole lot of protocol to be followed, and that's where you and your team come into play. Stewards keeping a very close eye on the overtaking maneuvers that happen. The competitors might give more than a healthy nudge to their competitors or their colleagues on the racetrack. So how do you keep a tab of that?
We have cameras all around to keep a tab on that. Plus, moreover, all these drivers, like school days when we used to cheat.
So it's the same thing out here. The drivers, they try to see if the officials are not looking on the track, and they know some of the spots where we don't have the stewards or the officials looking, so that is where they try to sneak into their misbehavior and try to nudge another car and find his way ahead. So these kind of things, we really have to keep an eye on them.
Speedway, how many race officials are actually involved in terms of numbers that actually make sure the race runs smoothly when it's on?
If you look at the total numbers, it's about 120. The most important part of running a race are the marshals. No one even knows what their importance is on a racetrack, but the medical, the marshals, and few of our officials. So in all, it's quite a large number.
4 very quick flags that marshals generally end up using at the insistence of the officials.
Most important is the yellow flag, which is any incident that happens, any car goes off track, spins, you need to immediately take the yellow flag out so that the drivers who are coming from behind, they get to know, okay, you need to be cautious. The second flag is most important, is the blue flag. That is if any of the racers is overlapped. So we show them a blue flag. It's like a rear view mirror for the drivers. So they get to know, okay, a fast car, yeah, so need to give way. And then the green flag, that is what everyone's waiting for, the go. And then the checkered flag when the race ends.
Absolutely, that's what every driver is looking for. And what nobody wants to see, whether it's a race driver or an official, is the red flag, I'm sure.
Flag, correct, it's the red flag. Sometimes we need to show a red flag for reasons, but that is it's like a nightmare when we give a command to take the red flags out.
Now that was Raman figuring out what happens in the race control room. Let's take a look at some live action.
So it's been an interesting rivalry that's unfolded over the last 3 races of round 1. We head into the 4th race. This is the final race of the JK Euro 16 of the opening round at the Curry Motor Speedway. The drivers are off. 15 laps are what they're going to be doing in the specially designed Euro JK 16 cars that have been put together by Euro International. Very, very interesting scenario indeed, because at pole position you've got Nayan Chatterjee and he's off to a good start. Krishna Raj Mahadik was on P2. You had Ricky Donnison on P3, Kush Maini on P4. Remember, the grid for this 4th race was the classification order of race 3. But for the moment, Nayan Chatterjee, who was on pole position, last race winner, is not giving any chance to Krishna Raj Mahadik or anyone else to go past him. It's been a good start for him. He's in car number 9, remember, is the lad from Mumbai. Very strong start, driving very clean racing lines, and that is a good sight to see. In second position still is Krishna Raj Mahadik, the lad from Kolhapur, trying to press Nayan Chatterjee. But there's news coming in from the race stewards that there are 2 drivers who might be penalized 10 seconds each for a jump start, and one of them is Krishna Raj Mahadik. The other one is Dhruv in car number 5. So oblivious to the fact at the moment are Krishna Raj and Dhruv as they're racing this particular race. But when they get to the finish line, the race steward's decision will be communicated, but they are being investigated, and it does look as if that jump start penalty will hit those 2 drivers, and that means 10 seconds will be shaved off the result timings of those 2, and that's going to impact their podium standings definitely for sure. With Krishna Raj Mahadik currently running second, I dare say 10 seconds taken off the pace, he'll be in trouble. But there you see another driver in trouble. That was Ajay Kinney. He's a commercial pilot now. Remember, he flies a plane for a commercial airline in the country. He's been a former national champion as well. Ajay Kinney returning to the racetrack, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes about his task here at the Curry Motor Speedway in Coimbatore. In the final lap, sign markers coming out for all the drivers as we head into the final lap, and look at the distance that Nayan Chatterjee has as compared to the driver behind him. It will be Nayan Chatterjee who will take the checkered flag and take another race win. It's a start to finish race for Nayan. Kush Maini will come in second.
Well, I'm really glad that I finished first in both the races, and I would also like to thank Akbar Uncle, JK Tyre, Arman, and Kush drove well, Vicky drove well, and we had Krishna also. So I think it's not that easy to win, but definitely pretty good, yeah.
We were leaving with a win and a podium. I mean, in the other races, we didn't look after our tyres well, and that's what happened. And I had a problem with the gears in race 3. So I mean, I'm happy with how the weekends turned out. I mean, in qualifying, we took a stunner of a lap and pulled it by 6 tenths. So I was expecting better, but Nayan took care of his tyres better than me, and in the end, he deserved it. So
I'm really glad with the way, my pace throughout the weekend and everything really.
The guy next to you can be quite annoying off the track and on the track too.
He's more annoying on track, to be honest, but that's alright. He holds people up.
Time to felicitate the winners of race 4, the JK Euro 16 series. Mr. Sanjay Sharma doing the honours. Third place finish for Ricky Donnison. Second was Kush Maini. But the winner once again, Nayan Chatterjee.
Nayan Chatterjee making it 2 out of 2 for the opening race weekend, and we'll definitely have to say good start for him in the JK Euro 16.
Well, we tip our hats to him, and that brings us to the wrap to the round 1 of the JK Tyre National Racing Championships. It's a goodbye from Raman and I. Happy racing.